Bradshaw of Cruiser Customizing here with Eric of Arlen Ness, and today we're talking about saddlebag fitment. Now, Eric, when people want to put saddlebags on their motorcycle, they usually go to websites and they click on saddlebags, and there are hundreds, literally hundreds of options of bags. How do people choose the right bag for their bike?
The first thing you got to think about is what is your intention with the bags? Are you just looking for something for your daily ride? Are you looking for something you're going to be touring on? And then comes down to style, something that's going to fit what you like on the bike. So, yeah, as you can see on this bike, we've got some mounting hardware. There's obviously, you can go to go to your local HD dealer and get something like that, or there's aftermarket options as well. For a model like this, you're pretty much going to be limited to soft bags. I don't know everything out there. There could be some hard bag options, but you're probably going to be getting into a leather bag or maybe a leather bag on the outside with a hard shell on the inside. Right. Those are going to be your two biggest options, and you can go. There's all kinds of styles out there, like Kyle said, and just But really, the main thing to nail down is what you want to do with the bike, what your intentions are, and then find a style that fits you.
So, as far as measurement for the perfect saddlebag for your motorcycle, a couple things you're going to want to take a look at. You're going to want to take a look at the rear foot peg. How much room will the passenger need to have behind this foot peg, and what bags you can fit? On this bike, of course, you probably want to go with some sort of a slant bag. So you need to find a bag that's going to slant in the front. And then how far back can you come? You're going to want to take a measurement from the back of the turn signal here forward. And that's going to give you your top or your length. You're then going to measure from the seat, or as high up as you want to go, down to a couple inches off the pipe to make sure you're not going to be burning that bag on the pipe when you're riding down the road.
So, as you can see, we got some stock turn signals on here. You can do all kinds of stuff with that. You can bring these things in closer if you want with a smaller light, custom mount. Guys will put them down off the frame here somewhere.
Seen some turn signals that mount off the lower shock bolt here.
Lower shock bolt's another good example. There's lots of different options. There's all kinds of LEDs out there, new cool stuff, small stuff that's super bright. It'll keep you getting from rear end.
So Eric, here we have another example of saddlebags. We've got the saddlebag stay that's pretty typical for any of the throwover bags. And here's a set of the Kuriokin nylon bags. So on a Dyna like this, how would you measure for bags any different than you would on, say, the Sportster we were just looking at?
I think the example you gave with the Sportster, measuring from foot pegs back, lights back, if you happen to have lights still on the bar, forward, it's still a great example. And then obviously capacity, how much do you want to take with you? Are you going to have a bag on your, if you have a sissy bar, are you going to put a bag just on the back seat? How much storage space do you need?
So saddlebags, take a look at the style of saddlebag you want to depict what type of mounting you're going to go with, whether you're going hard bag or soft bag. All the soft bags require some sort of bracket to hold the bags away from the bike. If you're going with a hard bag, you can still mount them to brackets, but an Easybracket or an edge bracket might be something for you to take a look at as well. So now we looked at the bike with no bags and shown you how to measure for saddlebags. We looked at the bike with soft bags and had saddlebag mounts. This here's an example of a hard bag setup. As you can see, that same measurement was taken. We've got the shock kit that's cleared. The passenger has plenty of room on the foot peg. And then the mounting and dismount of the bag is extremely easy. Now, Eric, a lot of people like to remove the bags when they get to rallies or functions or events. How important is that, do you think, in the average market?
I think it's very important. There's a couple reasons why. When you get to a rally or an event, or if you're just touring around town, you don't want to have that extra weight on there, or if you just want to have, if you want to make it easier for your passenger to get on and off the bike, campsite or whatever, you can just quickly unlock your bag, pull it off, throw it in your hotel room, throw it in your tent instead of having to unload your bag. Use it as a suitcase. It makes it a lot easier instead of having to unload it, repack it. It just makes your life a little bit easier.
And this bag uses Easybrackets that mount here to the fender rail, and then a bracket here on the back of the bag that allows for quick removal of the bag. And then when it's time to go, you simply take your bag out of your tent, out of your hotel, wherever it happens to be, set it up in place, slide it down, twist the lock, you're golden. There you go, a couple quick saddlebag tips with Eric of Arlen Ness and Kyle from Cruiser Customizing. Until next week, you guys take care. Ride safe.